Why am I so in my feelings? There is a tremendous weight on my heart as I stand here on the coastline and watch the sun go beyond the horizon. The shoreline's roaring waves appear to reflect my own internal turmoil. It seems as though the water itself comprehends the anguish I'm experiencing. My emotions are always in a continual state of ebb and flow, much like those waves. What he said during our last argument hurt me to the core. He has hurt me before simply by using his words, and I have a bad feeling that this won't be the last. Even if the pain is familiar, it is still unpleasant. Despite how much I cherish him, everything seems to be going wrong. I question if I should even attempt to fix it, or if it's time to realize that not everything is intended to survive indefinitely. Thinking about all of that causes tears to immediately form in my eyes. My tears have a salty taste, much like the seawater. Although I'm sick of the pain and misery, I no longer want to cry. But since these feelings have grown to be such a big part of who I am, it's challenging to hold them back. I can't help but think about the beauty that once existed between us as the sun paints the sky in orange and pink colors. Days were spent laughing, exchanging stolen glances, and feeling safe in his arms. But lately, tensions and harsh words have replaced pleasant times. The chilly breeze caresses my skin as I stroll a short distance along the shore. The emotional haze that hangs over me appears to be dissipating with the breeze. These moments of clarity make me ask, is he worth it? How long till I can't handle it anymore? The idea of giving up on him hurts me deeply. But what hurts even more is staying in a place where I am not loved. I think about the day when I was convinced that pure love could overcome any obstacle. But as the sun continues to set, I can't help but question if that's simply an idealistic belief or a fairy tale to mend shattered hearts. The truth is far more brutal. The loud sound of the waves crashing is obstructing my ability to think. The chaos of the sea seems to be mirroring the chaos of emotions in my mind. I can't decide whether to hold on or leave. I hate the uncertainty of both scenarios. But what other choice do I have but to decide here and now? What if I persist and the suffering becomes worse? What if I leave and later regret it? There is no simple solution, and my heart feels like it's breaking in two. The sand beneath my feet grounds me to the present as I continue to stroll along the coast. The sun's waning rays serve as a gentle reminder that time moves on. The world continues to move, yet I am here, stuck in the complexity of the past, present, and future, all of which are defined by choice. I wish I could find comfort in the beauty of a world around me, the sunset, in the ocean, in the sky. But all I can see right now is how my own heart is reflected in the breaking of the waves. I'm not sure how much longer I can endure, but I'm also not sure whether I'm prepared to let go. Love has the capacity to provide both happiness and suffering. And now I find myself at a crossroad of emotions, unsure of which direction to go in. The sky is getting darker as the sun eventually sinks below the horizon. The waves continue to pound onto the coast as I make my way back, serving as a reminder that life carries on no matter how broken I feel. I wipe my tears away because I realize I can't let this heartbreak define who I am. I might not know the answers right now, but I'll need to gather my courage and go through this storm. I cast one final look at the water before the night envelops me. It's an enormous void filled with mystery and intrigue, much like love itself. Unlike the water, I must learn to accept the unpredictability and move with the flow of the tides. The day will be new tomorrow, and maybe with the sunrise, my heart will become more clear. For the time being, I'll cling to the love I have in hopes that it will direct me towards the best option, whatever that may be. Stars are seen twinkling in the sky that has completely turned into darkness. The place where we used to sit and speak for hours, exchanging our hopes and dreams, is where I find myself walking back to. Tonight, though, it seems like a place polluted with doubt and mistrust. I find myself replaying the painful things that were said earlier while I sit there and look into the expanse of the water. Each time I hear them, my damaged heart is more wounded as they replay in my head like a broken record. I'm not sure if he really meant them for me, or if the tense situation led him to say those words. Though my pain is real, but my love for him is unwavering. I find myself looking for justifications to hang, to stand up for us, and to have hope that things will get better. I struggle with the fear of being hurt once more and breaking at the same moment. The sound of the waves smashing on the shoreline is both soothing and haunting. It serves as a reminder of the cycle of life and the need to accept change as it occurs. Change, however, is not always simple, particularly when it comes to issues of the heart. I use this time alone to reflect on our relationship and try to identify where things went wrong. I recall the small joys we experienced together, the giggles, and the love that once seemed to go on forever. But today, it seems as though the scars from the past battles have crept into those recollections, tainting them with hurt. I wipe away the tears that has restarted to fall. Although it's difficult to say, I worry that there was never really a solid foundation for our relationship, and I'm not sure whether we will be able to establish it. I feel lost and exposed because of the uncertainty. It's impossible for me to avoid feeling worthless in the grander scheme of things as I look up at the stars. Our little existences are but a small fraction of the vastness of the cosmos. In light of the vastness of existence, is this suffering and anguish worth it? Does it even matter? Should I have the guts to let go and forge my own path? The waves, like me, seem to have experienced innumerable hardships and victories, and the breeze brings a whiff of the salty air of the ocean. It serves as a reminder that life, like the tides, has highs and lows. However, just as the tides shift, so do we. And perhaps it is time for me to have courage to alter my own direction. The memory of who we once were and the truth of who we have become conflict with one another as I sit there. I long for the carefree times when love carried us higher like a soft breeze. As the night grows colder, I encircle my arms around myself in an effort to stay warm and comfort myself. Thinking about the potential of letting go of someone I previously believed to be the love of my life makes me feel lonely. But not everything was meant to last, and perhaps this phase of our life is over. I rise from the seat we used to share with a sad heart, knowing that tomorrow will bring more uncertainty and difficult choices. Although I don't yet know all the answers, I make a commitment to myself that I will take the time to think things over and have the courage to decide on the course that is best for me. I'll also get the answer to the question that has been bothering me through this depressing night. Am I worth fighting for? Regardless of his answer, I know that I am worth fighting for. And if he doesn't feel that way, then I will fight for myself. I always have and I always will. Maybe I should try not to be so in my